Well guys, hope you guys are okay. So I'm here with Özge, and this is day number 2 in my homestay, and today we're gonna cook something that is from Cypriot. That's right, yeah?
Cyprus dishes.
Cyprus dishes. Alright, so guys, I'm gonna leave the camera over here and my host is gonna give you the steps and I'm gonna ask her some questions. So this is day number 2. Yesterday I slept very, very well, and today we're gonna do something that is gonna be amazing. We're gonna cook something that I've never had before. So yeah. Alright. Let's go.
Okay, we're going to make mole here, which is Cypriot dish.
Okay.
But also in Middle East they are using quite a lot as well. Like in Lebanese cuisine, you can find mole here.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you to chop onion.
All right. Cool.
And then I'm going to try to cut smaller pieces
All right.
to the meat.
Okay. Cool. No problem.
So this is your onion.
All right. Let me just move this camera over here so I can get you. Amazing. Alright, so quick question. So what made you get involved in homestay? So why homestays?
Actually I had space in my home and I thought maybe I can get benefited. It can financially it can help me, and also I can meet with new people, new cultures, so that I always want to discover. And I started to do here homestay. Okay.
Alright, cool. And so where are you originally from, if you don't mind me asking?
I was born in Istanbul, then grew up in Cyprus. So
Cyprus?
I'm Turkish Cypriot.
Alright. And how many years have you been in the UK for?
Since 2002.
Since 2002. And what are the best advantages that you can say about being a super host and homestay? Like, why homestay? Why did you choose that platform in homestay?
I'm working with different platforms as well. Okay. But homestay is slightly different. So the guests, they are not using my room. Okay. They are also communicating with me. They are becoming part of my family. So they are coming to home. Okay. And part of home. So the guest needs to be at home and interact with the host needs to be at home and interact with the guests. So this is the main difference of homestay than other similar platforms, because they are not requested to host being at home.
Okay. And what other platforms do you have at the moment?
I am on Airbnb.
Okay.
I'm superhost on Airbnb.
And what is a superhost on Airbnb?
Superhost, actually, it shows your commitments.
All right.
For example, your home, the guests are reviewing. Yeah. So on the review there are certain questions they are answering, like how clean is your home, how your communication with the guests is good. They are asking about the house as well, if there are enough facilities, and the location as well. So for example, if you book a place with Superhost, then you are less likely to worry about last minute cancellations. Okay. So that means host is going to commit to having you as a guest and try their best.
And what experiences have you had since you've been using these platforms? Like, what are the best experiences that you can remember that you've had?
Oh, I got many different experiences that I can tell you, but one of them is I had a guest from Italy. Also, I got different qualifications, and TEFL is one of them, teaching English, foreign language speakers. Okay. She wanted to learn English, so I offered her some English lessons, and it was full board package, like breakfast, lunch, dinner. She was from Italy. She is retired, over 65. 65? Yes. So many people think, for even learning there's an age, but I think you can learn at any age. Yeah. So, and she was blind. Oh wow. Yeah, she came with the guardian dog, and she was amazing. Like one day she said to me, Özge, I want to cook today. And I said, cook? Yeah. She said, yes, cook. Simply she hold the tomato and hold the onion, and it is like something is over than seeing. Yeah. So she was feeling, and you were able to, notice how lucky you are, and sometimes taking advantage, because we can do many things.
Yeah.
And she taught me a lot, so it was really amazing experience to having her in my home as a guest.
And she was blind, you said, yeah?
She was blind, yes.
Wow.
And she was retired too.
Wow, so she was the first ever blind guest you've had in your house. Wow. And so how many guests have you had within over the years? Like how many people have you hosted?
I'm doing this almost 4 years, and I got over 200 guests.
Over 200 guests?
Correct.
That's a lot of people.
It is a lot of people.
Wow, so you must have met so many cultures, you must have seen so many people that have come to your house.
Oh yes, definitely. Like I had one Albanian guest.
Okay.
And like I was telling something to her that I passionately believe it, and she was keep doing that. And I was like, I was trying to persuade her, and she was keep doing that. And I said, why don't you agree with me? She said, no, I'm strongly agree with you.
Yeah.
Why are you shaking your head? She said, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
So then I noticed in Albania, the people, like when they agree with you, they are shaking their heads. So when they nod their head, that means they are not agreeing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Another question is, for me to come to your house, was you comfortable with me filming you? And am I the first ever travel blogger that's been to your house and documented this stay?
You are the first travel blogger.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
Actually, when you first messaged me,
yeah,
then I thought, wow, that's an amazing idea.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I checked your YouTube channels, and I found like, oh, you're doing something amazing, because we need to reach more people. Many people are spectacle about like having guests or going someone else's houses, but it is not hosting people, it is more than hosting people. Look at us, we are cooking at the moment.
Together.
Yes.
Two strangers cooking together. I mean, guys, you never ever see this, you know, in the world. Like she's welcomed me in open arms towards her house. This is the second day that I've been in her house, and this just gets to show you the diversity of London and the people that actually live in the city. And I really appreciate you inviting me over to your house. Have you had any experiences or people that you've hosted that you had second thoughts or you was a bit skeptical with?
Not really, because if the guests decided to use this channel, then they are more likely to look in positive.
Yeah.
So not really.
Yeah. Okay.
But once one of the guests, he like when they were checking out, I had new check-ins.
Yeah.
And the check-ins were two American soldiers. They were like big guys.
Yeah.
And then the guest who is ready to check out, he looked at me and he said, "Aren't you afraid?" I said, "No, but I'm a bit like nervous."
Yeah.
And that night, the guests they checked out, and the others who checked in, they went somewhere else. And at me, like late at nights, like 10, we were sitting and watching movies. So they came and they opened the door and they said, "Hi." I look at them and I was like, who are these people? I don't recognize this. And he was laughing. He said, "Oh, it's me, and this is my wig."
So he took off his wig from his head.
Yeah, simply they came in London for attending an exhibition, comic exhibition at Excel. Yeah. And he was wearing costume, one of the character costumes, and he got wig as well. And then I started to laugh, so it was really funny. And then at that night we started to play like a console games with my kids and them, because they were quite young. So, and you know, it is beyond what other people think. It is like a communication, touching people's life, and I must admit that it added to me too much.
So within all this experience that you've had in homestays, would you say that you've learned so many cultures, you've met so many people, and you appreciate life? Okay.
Indeed.
Okay, cool. And would you recommend this to anyone in London, to invite a stranger over to your house and just to have the experience? Like, would you recommend any family friend members to like be part of homestay and to let people come in with open arms and actually get to like understand them?
Oh, definitely. In London, there are one of the other things
Yeah.
that we are isolated.
Yeah.
Not because of the quarantine. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
our life is too fast, so we
Yeah.
are not communicating.
Yeah.
And within this way, we have an opportunity to meet new people,
Yeah.
new cultures,
Yeah.
learning from them, teaching to them. So anyone who are unsure about having guests,
Yeah.
I recommend them strongly to go ahead and do it.
Okay. That's very, very good. Can you explain to me in detail, like the whole dish?
Yes.
Or like in bits
So
and bits?
simply, we need to after you chop the onions,
Okay.
you need to fry the onions. We're
All
going
right.
to add some garlic,
Okay.
and then we're going to fry the meats.
Okay.
So
I've seen your reviews on Homestay.
Okay.
Now, I'm very, very skeptical. In 90% of your reviews, everyone, they love the location. They love your energy, but everyone says to me that you have very, very good cooking skills.
oh, thank you.
And everyone says to me that you have to try her food. So that's why today, in this part, in day number 2, I'm going to try her food because apparently she's an amazing chef. So I'm going to try her food, and hopefully it's going to be tasty. Okay, so we're gonna season the chicken, or
First, fry the onions.
okay, fry the onions. All right.
Come here 1
Okay,
second.
that's all right.
I need to get this water.
No problem. So yeah, guys, like so she was explaining the details of how she started her homestay. She was explaining her background. She's originally half Turkish, half Cypriot. She was explaining how many years that she's been here, the experience that she's had. You know, for the lady like her to welcome me into her house, I really, really appreciate it. She has 2 amazing young daughters. They're a bit camera shy, but you might see them later. But her daughters are very, very bubbly. They've got a lot of knowledge. And with me to come to the house, a stranger that they've never met, me communicating with them, it just shows that the diversity of people that actually live in London. And I really appreciate this opportunity. I mean, come on, how many chances do you get a stranger, you know, coming to your house, cooking with you on a Sunday, and just, you know, just socializing? So that just shows the type of people that we have in the city. So yeah.
Okay. I hope you don't mind me to
okay.
correct you.
Yeah.
One thing, I'm not half Turkish,
Oh,
half Cypriot.
I
I'm
apologize.
full Turkish
Okay,
Cypriot.
I apologize. Sorry. All right, guys. Just for the camera, she's full Turkish and Cypriot. Yeah. All right. I'm going to move the camera around here, and I'm going to see exactly what we're going to do in detail. All right. Okay.
Thank you for the onions.
It's all right. I hope my chopping skills were okay.
It's impressive.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh man, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting. If you need any more assistance, let me know.
I will. Now we need to chop the garlics.
Okay. Right, I'm gonna chop the garlics. Leave the camera right over here, so you guys can actually see the whole process. Right, tell me more things that I don't know about yourself. Tell me anything else that I've missed that I would love to know.
Regarding?
So you're part of Homestay, you're part of Home and Away, also Airbnb.
Yes.
You have any other experiences like in cooking or any other projects that you're working on?
Actually, I studied nutrition, and then I worked 6 years for NHS.
Okay, NHS, right.
And then Greenwich Council as a healthy eating teacher. So that's where it comes from, the cooking culture.
Okay.
So, and with the guests, I'm trying to cook as well. So I got a guest from Brazil.
Okay. From Brazil?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we cook fish with her, and it was so delicious. And I cook pizza with Italians and pasta from scratch.
Okay.
I made sushi nights with Japanese guests.
Alright, cool. Wow.
Yeah.
So with all your guests that you've hosted, you've actually tried to cook their cuisines. Have any one of your guests invited you over to their countries?
Actually, I've been visited one of my guests in Argentina.
Okay, alright.
So it was, as I said to you, like it's a mutual way to learn. Like we are learning both ways. We are sharing more than a room.
Yeah.
The guest, she stayed 3 months with Homestay. She came here for learning English. And then after she left, I visited her in Argentina. And I had some guests like who came, stayed here, and then following years they visited me again, and the following years they visited me again.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was it like? So basically, she came to the UK, and you hosted her, and now you went over to Argentina and she hosted you. So what was that like? Like the other way around?
Yes, she came here for learning English, and she stayed with us for 3 months. And during that stay, we went a Christmas holiday to Bulgaria.
Okay.
With her, and then following years, I went holiday with my daughters to Argentina and I stay in her home like 3-4 days. So it was different because you know one person, and then you have an idea, and then when you visit her, you are seeing all families, and you are noticing, you know, it's not just someone who's staying in your home. It's the family knows me, despite they never met with us. They were all knowing me, so and they were all welcoming me. It was really good experience.
That's amazing, man. You had 200 guests.
Over
200 guests. Now that's a lot of people.
It is, yeah.
Man, you must have met some interesting characters. You must have, like, you know, experienced many good things. You know, like.
Definitely, I agree with you. And one of the other things about, like, because we are in like London side, so we are promoting London and diversity. So like when I was walking with one of my guests from Brazil, she said, you know what, you are so lucky to living in this country because you are walking safely. You have no worries on the street. And simply we went to like a walk with her to the next to the river. And she said, we have application where I come from that we are checking if there's any gang issue or if there's any police on the street, if it's safe to walk in that way. But in here you can just walk the road you want to walk. So, and then over the years when I was thinking, I realized like I was walking the Casanova Road in Hackney. And you know that community is very lively as well. Like there was a Muslim school, and opposite the Muslim school there was a Jewish school. And people with, you know, like different beliefs, they were all walking on the same street, peacefully. And I thought, you know, this is what is London. You know, diversity, different colors, different cultures, and living together. So like if you want to live here, they are respecting your culture. So for example, for Turkish, there's a Turkish weekend school, there's a Turkish newspaper, there's a Turkish TV channels. You can live your culture without making any changes. And if you stick to your culture, you not really learn others. But if you want to, London is giving you that opportunity to learn.
It just shows you that diversity of the city, you know, and many people that you can meet, and also for you to like host so many people, you're meeting so many cultures. You're actually showing people London itself. Because when you do homestay, do you actually show the people that you host London? Like, do you show them around the city itself?
Yes, with some of my guests, as I said to you, like we were walking with that guest. We are going to theatre shows.
Theatre shows,
And like we were going to like central London. I had some guests that we went to bowling, so it is not like having guests. It depends to their circumstances. If they are going to stay like long term and a homestay guest mainly, then they are becoming part of my family. And like some guests, they are upgrading their stay to full board, which is including their stay to dinner and lunch. So that means we are eating together. So every night, that means we're going to be together to talk. How was our day? And if they come with their children, then we can end it up to play like Jenga or Monopoly with all kids. So even if there is no any activities, we can make like a fake birthday party, so every month I can celebrate my birthday. So
you know, it's very good, man. Social wise, and actually meeting so many other people. You know, this homestay that you do, it's actually amazing, you know, in terms of you had over more than 200 guests, so that is just like that's an achievement award, you know, with the amount of people that you met. And you said something that's very important. You said that it's not just guests, but you see them as family.
Yes.
You know, they're part of your family. But when they come to your house, they need to understand the rules and regulations, but they're free. So that's just, it's good that you're opening people with opening arms, and you're letting people just be themselves. And family is a big word, you know, so that is very cool. I'm very happy that actually, like again, I said it before in the video, that you let me come here. First of all, you let me to film, because some people are very nervous in terms of filming in other people's, you know, in other people's private space. But to let me actually stay here, and for me to actually get to know you as a person, because like I said, I've never seen you in my life. We've never interacted, but it just shows that yesterday I felt very comfortable with you and your daughters around me. The conversations that we had behind cameras, it was very good. And yeah, so guys, like for me, I'll definitely recommend you guys to try homestay, because you're never going to get this opportunity. Yes, you have to be a bit careful, but the main reason why I chose this lady over here is because her reviews were amazing. You know, everyone was saying that she cooks amazing food, the hospitality is amazing. For me, the location is okay, there's no problem. It's located in Thamesmead in South London, South East London, unless I'm wrong. But apart from that, like it's cool. She has a very big house. Yeah, that's pretty much what I can say. But this has never happened for me to go to a stranger's house to film, to eat. So that is very interesting.